Oh, hello my favorite students. Welcome to the home-centered, school-supported ceramic and sculpture classes with Mr. Moffett. Whoa. Let's get to it. Alright, sculpture students, let's get ready for our first online project. I thought of one really good thing that happened because of the coronavirus thing. Can you believe it? Everything's been so sort of scary and I'm not really sure about it. But I thought of one good thing. The school says I can never invite my students into my home. But look at this, here you are. You're at my house. This never could have happened if it wasn't for coronavirus. So thanks, coronavirus. And welcome to my house. Your first project in sculpture is going to be really fun. Your assignment is to create a sculpture using one roll of masking tape. I left a roll of masking tape for you to pick up at the school if you need to, or you can use one that you already have at home. It's okay. You're going to make a sculpture out of masking tape. It has to all be masking tape. I don't want to see anything underneath it. You can use other materials underneath it as an armature, but I want the whole thing to be visible. The whole thing that's visible should be masking tape. But here's the catch. You have to express something that's happening with coronavirus. Explain what it is through your sculpture. You could share your feelings about what's happening, how other people are reacting, and that's the hard part. So the first thing I want you to do is look up online, just grab a computer, open it up, and I want you to look up masking tape sculptures. So that's what I'm going to do right here. And I want you to just scroll through and look at different masking tape sculptures. There's a whole bunch. If you just do a Google search for masking tape sculpture, you're going to find so many examples and you're going to be blown away because you can do some really awesome stuff with just masking tape. After you've done that, I want you to start thinking of ideas related to coronavirus and being isolated, social distancing, anything, online school, whatever. You can do anything related to this experience. I'm going to get all of my ceramic tools out of the way. I'm going to take a sketchbook and I'm going to draw some ideas of what I could make. I've already drawn some, so I want to show them to you. So I was thinking it might be cool to do loops of tape to make circles, and I could do something like this. And I thought, well, what if it was a doorway and it showed somebody standing there, the sign is closed, and you have like coronavirus little circles trying to get in and take over. And I thought, oh, it'd be cool to have one little coronavirus that made it through the door. That's kind of scary. Then I thought, well, maybe I could do like a shoe. I could make a masking tape shoe that has a coronavirus stuck to the bottom of it like a piece of gum and it can't get off. Or what if I did a whole bunch of balloons in the shape of coronaviruses and they're like pulling someone up into the sky. It's like removing them from the world. It's like they're just sort of hanging there looking at the world at the world from a distance. Kind of how I feel right now. I can't even go anywhere. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll take a more abstract approach and I'll do something like I thought about the coronavirus. It feels like it's taking over or maybe engulfing or enveloping us in whatever. And so I thought, well, what if I did an abstract form? Remember we talked about non-objective art versus objective art or subjective. And I'm making a form that looks kind of like there's a cave that's being like arms or hands are like just covering it up and engulfing it. I think that's what I'm going to go for. I'm going to go for the non-objective sculpture like that. So now that I know what I want to make, I need to figure out how I can make it to stand up. Sometimes masking tape is not super strong on its own. So I'm going to try to make a form with an armature underneath it, and then I'll cover the whole armature with masking tape. So I thought, what could I use? I thought I could use cardboard, I could use paper, cardstock, and I found this. We just went through a whole bunch of chips, a little party mix, 28 bags of chips, and so I thought, oh, I bet this would work perfect. So I'm just going to cut it right up and see if it'll work. Oh, sometimes when you're working on a little project, you sometimes need to take a break and enjoy things. You hear my dog over there in the background? Let's call her over here, see if she'll come and say hello to us. Ella, her name's Ella. Ella, come. Oh, look. Oh, isn't she just so cute? This is my dog. Hey, Ella. Hey, what's up? We're gonna make a sculpture today out of masking tape. She'd like to eat it. She just told me I think she'd like to eat it. She eats everything. Alright, so here we go. Welcome back, everybody. For my next step, I'm going to take my armature that I built. See how I shaped it so it now stands up, and I'm going to just cover this whole thing with masking tape. But this is it's a little different than the sketch I did, but it's the same idea. I'm just going to take this form and take my masking tape and cover it right up. And how you put the tape on is up to you. You get to make that choice. You can use the way that you lay the tape on as part of your design, the way the lines go on the tape. But I'm just going to start covering it all up, a little bit at a time. It's going to take a lot of layers of tape to cover up everything. So, anyway, have fun with it. I hope that you come up with some really great ideas. I'm excited to see all of them. And I'll get back to you when I'm finished. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you had fun making your masking tape sculpture. I sure did. So here's my sculpture. I covered it all with masking tape, so only masking tape is showing. I decided I wanted to make something a little different. I wanted to add something to it, so I added a little globe in here. It's a world, and it's like the metaphor here is that the world is being enveloped or engulfed by something. And in this case, it's the coronavirus. Kind of crazy. What I did to make the world, I'd found one of these bad boys laying around the house, and I just covered it up with tape and added some continents to it, and there you have it. So that was a fun project. I hope you enjoyed it.